I am pleased to bring in right now Patti Wood, body language expert, and she is the author of Snap, Making the Most of First Impressions, Body Language and Charisma. Patti, welcome to Newsline. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today.
It's a great delight to be here. This is an interesting topic.
I know. I've been dying to talk to you about this, and you wrote the book on it. So first, we just showed the side-by-side. Notwithstanding, we know Zelensky wore a suit. It was one of the first things he said when he got out of the vehicle. I wore my best. What should we take away from how they are now versus how they are then? The shift, obviously, you know, a layman can look at it. But there's something deeper here that you could point out to us.
Exactly. Well, one of the things I find fascinating as Zelensky was getting out of the car the other day, this time, Trump had his hand up in a fist. So he was ready for battle. That's called a symbolic weapon. And then he did it again as a greeting after they both got out and began to interact with each other. But what I like about this time is that Trump doesn't have that normal, very serious face. There's the fist again. And he actually is a little bit more animated. The other thing that you'll note is see how he's patting Zelensky on the back. Now, that can mean many different things. It can mean camaraderie, hey, we're buddies. It could also be striking the back and, again, sort of weapon-like. But he does keep reaching out for him over and over in this greeting here, which is very different than other meetings that I've analyzed in the past. It's different. See how he goes up higher on the shoulder?
Yeah, it's striking.
There? Yes.
Yeah. So, Patti, let's talk about later in the day. One clip that went viral is Giorgia Meloni. She didn't really hide her feelings as she heard one of the European leaders talking about a ceasefire. And obviously the concern was not to derail some of the progress that was being made. So you have her rolling her eyes a little bit. The Prime Minister of Italy, as German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is talking, we may have a close-up here, but do you think she was trying not to let the world know and it was just so difficult?
Well, it's interesting because the rolling of the eyes is a sign of disrespect and derision. It's also the international symbol of a teenage girl. But it's unusual in a serious, critically important meeting like that to give that cue, to say, I don't respect you. You also see how she has her hands like this and her arms crossed, which means she's closed down from the situation. That's that frontal, it's called the heart window. Closing that off means you can't get through to me. You're not going to affect me on an emotional level. I've already made my decision.
Yeah. Well, you know, Italians, too, they're pretty expressive folks. That's sort of what they're known for, too, talking with their hands and so much passion.
She's trying to suppress it by doing that, which is fascinating to me.
I think so, too. We have the European leaders inside the Oval Office. A lot of people have talked about this photo. So many iconic photos. So let's put this up. You know, President Trump has such a command. Reportedly, actually, let's go to this one. This is President Trump on the phone with Putin as you see his secretaries and cabinet around him. What does this say to you?
A few things. You'll notice how he's leaning all the way in. That tells me he wants to make a deep connection. And it's a little bit of subservience, slight subservience, because normally when he would speak like that on the phone, he's more up and down, more powerful, more centered. So that's interesting. It's a private conversation. He wants to communicate that this is a special relationship.
And finally, the handshake in Alaska, just your read on that in our final seconds here.
Now, they had done a wrestling handshake before them, but you see how they wrestle there? They go back and forth. That's typical for Trump. He likes to play that game and make sure he pulls the other person in close towards him. But did you see how he patted the hand at the end? Okay, that patting motion. That patting motion says, bad boy, let go. Hey, I'm the winner here. So it's very symbolic.
Well, Patti, it's great to have you. And I know that there'll be some more body language. Hopefully, we all hope it's with a meeting with Putin, Zelensky, maybe President Trump. So please do come back and see us. I really appreciate your insights. Patti Wood, thank you.
Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.